excuse all the road noise, but today I am out. I'm on the East Bay bike path in Providence, Rhode Island. The bike path actually starts about a mile or so up that way, but up that way there's really no parking except for one other overlook area, and also it's really not that scenic. So I'm down in this section. I'm going to be biking down along the bay. This path goes all the way from Providence, Rhode Island to Bristol. It should be a good ride. It's about 75 degrees, although it is humid, so it's going to be a little humid today. It's going to be a little warm riding. Also, this may be the last ride on the bike. I don't know. So if you've been following my YouTube channel at all, you know that back in 2016, I injured my back. And then about 8 months later in 2017, I had 2 back-to-back heart attacks. So that has been limiting my riding a bit. I still can get out and ride, just it's a little more tiring and gets on me. The other thing is, now that I've turned 54 years old, yes, the big 5-4 this year, what I've been noticing is my back and my knees are not what they used to be. I'm really feeling it this year, so I don't know. I may end up selling the bikes. I know my wife cannot ride anymore. She's got hip issues and back issues, so her days of riding the bike are over, and like I said, this may be my last ride. So we'll see. But this is a ride that I always wanted to do, so before I decided I put the bike up for sale, we're going to go ahead, take this scenic ride, and then just follow along with me.
Ready to sail into the wind, heading west to find my reason, longing for something greater than this, and I'm right with anticipation. Yeah, I have a good feeling, staring at the starry ceiling, a dream in my...
Yeah, this is along the bay. All that over there is all industrial shipping. Here you can see the old railroad bed. So this spot right here is actually an old railroad bed that they turned into a bike path. So yeah, as you can see, as you start out, it's scenic already. And then you got this along here. Now I didn't see any signs as far as like no fishing or anything, so might be interesting. Might come down here, see if I can do some fishing. I didn't see any signs that's prevented it, so we'll continue on the way and I'll show you more as we go.
Yeah, this is just the start. My suitcase is packed and I'm wheeling. I'm on the move, out into the great wide open. Look out, world, here I come. Hoist up my sails and ride the wind. Climb to the top of a mountain, fly round the world over oceans, scrape out a living just for this feeling, alive and well and I'm breathing. I'm on the move, out into the great wide open. Look out, world, here I come. Hoist up my sails and ride the wind. I'm on the move.
Alright, so like I said, some parts you do start getting into city area and you do gotta cross streets. This happens to be one of the more busier streets. Nobody's coming. So right now we're in the, I guess you call it the village of Providence. This is actually Riverside. Little ice cream shop over there. So this is an old train depot right up over here. It's now a coffee shop. So stop and get coffee on your way.
I don't cry when it rains no more, or I get dirt on my shoes. I don't mind climbing 8 more floors, 'cause these stairs are all heading to you. I don't wait for tomorrow's sunshine.
Alrighty, well, I just discovered a little park over here. I'm gonna check it out. So apparently I happened upon a state park right along the bike path. This is Haynes Memorial State Park. It's a little picnic area. It is open from sunrise to sunset. On June 12th, the boat ramp and boat ramp parking lot has closed for repairs. I think I'm gonna go ahead and check out the state park a little bit. One thing I am curious about though is the boat ramp, because I see cars with boat trailers. So did they open it back up and just not take down the sign? I don't know, unless it's closing tomorrow. So over there you got restrooms. I think I'm gonna go ahead and check out the boat ramp area and see what that looks like, because when that opens back up, I might come back here fishing.
I feel it today, and when it's cold in the dead of winter, remember that snow melts away. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the...
So I'll go ahead and show you where we are so far. We started out up here, and then we followed this all the way down. And we are right here. So, and then if I continue on this map, the end in Bristol is all the way down there. So if I narrow this back down, I'd say we're probably almost halfway. So apparently we're almost halfway to Bristol from where I started out. So it's been an easy ride. Let's continue. Let's see how far we get. So I'll tell you one thing about riding today. I don't know if the camera's picking up all the mountain laurels that are in bloom today, but yeah, those flowers are blooming. Something else is blooming along here as well, just giving off a sweet flowery smell. So far this has not been a bad ride for the first ride of the season and the first ride of the year, considering I don't know if I'm keeping the bike or not. So far, if I can find more bike paths like this to ride, I'll probably end up keeping the bike. This is not a bad path to ride. Truly think though, with my knees and my back, my days of trail riding and dirt roads and all that stuff is over. Looks like I may end up doing the full 13 miles today. Although it's 13 miles one way and it'll be 13 miles back. I figured this would be a good place to stop and show you some of the mountain laurels and other flowers that are in bloom. So today I've been passed by a lot of electric bikes, electric assist bikes, and they were just flying by me. And you know, if they weren't $1,000 and up, and they weren't so heavy to lift in the back of a SUV or a truck or something, I'd probably consider one. Definitely a lot easier on your legs. Some of them have full throttle. Hang on, coming up on another street crossing. All right, nobody coming. A lot of them have full throttle, where if you don't want to pedal, it just becomes basically an electric motorbike. So, but yeah, those are expensive, about $1,000 and up, and they're also very, very heavy to lift in the back of your SUV or truck. Some of them weigh up upwards of a good 100 or so pounds when you consider the battery and everything. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. Looks like I got possibly another shot of the bay coming up here.
Let's get happy before we get old. We don't need plans or a fancy agenda. Well, let's just see where it goes. We got no care for the way people stare at the dust and the dirt on our clothes. Hey, my friend, we'll never say remember when, if we keep on making memories where we stand, where we stand. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors.
Crossing over into Barrington right now. This is where it starts turning more and more city-like. I think I might find a little coffee shop or something for lunch. Alright, I probably have helmet head right now, but I stopped into a little pizzeria to get an Italian grinder before we continue on. Looks like the sun's gonna come out, so we're gonna go ahead and eat our grind. Apparently the bike path is closed up ahead and we gotta follow a detour.
Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. And go put on that old wedding dress now. Probably still fits like a glove. And tell the band to play one more slow song, 'cause you still have all my love. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. One more cold drink, one more roll, one more dance for the doors get closed. Please remember, enjoy the show. Let's get happy before we get old. Let's get happy before we get old.
Apparently, once you get into Barrington Center, there's a lot of construction along the bike path. And you have to swerve in and out, go over these bridges. Bridges were nice because they overlooked the water, but fortunately from this angle, I couldn't see anything. Looks like at least I'm out of the downtown area and I won't have to cross so many busy streets right now. So this spot was adopted by the Warren Conservation Commission, Rhode Island Roadrunners. Little garden area.
No more whiskey, I'll have a Coke. Catching bass on an old fishing boat. One more story from Grandpa Joe. Let's get happy before we get old.
Memories filling up my mind and I can't seem to push him back. These times ingrained my mind and I just can't let it go. How did I lose the way through the things that really matter? These complications spin my mind, but I know I gotta keep pushing through. Yeah, I keep doing my own thing, yeah, never looking back again. I can get it, I can make it, yeah, I know it, and I'm never looking back again. Yeah, never looking back again. I can get it, I can make it, yeah, I know it, and I'm never looking back again.
So the trails up through here are actually part of the Audubon Society of Rhode Island. They got an aquarium, they got a nature center. The field right there is all native habitat plants for birds, insects, and other species. So this sign right here talks about some of the different animals and birds that you could actually see in this area. Talks about their habitat and everything. Cool thing with it being along the bike path is they actually got a bike lock area, so you can lock up your bike and actually walk the trails. They do not want you biking through these trails for the safety of others and safety of the habitat. But it's a nice little area. Rhode Island tries to do its best to preserve some of these natural areas, and you know, despite all the problems that Rhode Island has and the cost of living here is absolutely incredible. We got one of the highest cost of livings in the entire country right now, but yeah, despite that, and despite all the problems Rhode Island has, it really does have some beautiful areas along the coast and the northern part of the state up through Barville, Gloucester area. So yeah, Rhode Island's worth checking out. Living here though, it's going to cost you, and just be careful of some of the cities. But yeah, Rhode Island does its best to try to keep things natural, keep its habitats green and everything. So we're going to continue on. We just got a little bit more before we get to Bristol. Probably one or two more scenic areas along the way, and then I've got to bike that 13 miles back. We did the whole trail, well, almost, but we're going to be doing the whole bike path, and then we're going to bike it back. So the bad part about riding this section right here is there is no shade at all. You are out in the sun. So yeah, this part here you probably want to hit early in the morning or late in the afternoon, because there is no shade at all during this stretch.
Yeah, I keep doing my own thing, yeah, never looking back again. I can get it, I can make it, yeah, I know it, and I'm never looking back again. Yeah, never looking back again. I can get it, I can make it, yeah, I know it, and I'm never looking back again.
Coming up on the final stretch now. It's got a little bit more to go before we hit the end of the bike path down in Bristol. Unfortunately, the last couple of scenic areas I wanted to see, I could see the water from the bike path, but unfortunately it was all private property. Couldn't get down to it to show you. Oof, I made it to Bristol. This is Colt State Park. They got a picnic table pavilion over there, and right down here is the beach. So right now, being during the week, there is no lifeguard on duty. Alrighty. Yep. So out over there is all the swim area. There's no swimming off to the right here. So yeah, we made it all the way down to Colt State Park in Bristol, Rhode Island. So I don't know if the map's gonna pick up because of the sun on the camera, but see if I can hide it a little bit. But yeah, probably got another half mile to go to the end of the bike trail. Started all the way in Providence and rode down all the way to Bristol. All right, guess I'll do the last quarter to half mile, and then I'll make the slow trek all the way back to Providence. I hope you can see them. Oop. They went the bunny. Here we are, the true terminus of the bike route. Colt State Park, Bristol, Rhode Island. Yep. Alrighty, so as you can see by the ocean behind me, we made it. Colt State Park, Bristol, Rhode Island. We biked the East Bay bike path from Providence, Rhode Island, all the way to Bristol. Now I gotta make the slow journey back. So yeah, just to prove it, there's the bike. There's my bike. I guess I better get going before it rains. Supposed to get some rain by about 6 o'clock tonight, and probably gonna get back to Providence maybe sometime around 5:30 or 6. Not gonna stop as much. I'm gonna try to ride as much through all the way as possible. But yeah, these knees are a little bit tired, but we did it. It's if this is my last journey on this bike, I accomplished what I wanted to, biking the East Bay bike path. So now to make the journey back to Providence. Alrighty, well, we're back. We made it back to Providence. Oh, that was a good ride for the first one of the year. Sorry about all the traffic, but 5 o'clock traffic right now in Providence, so. But yeah, we bike from Providence all the way down to Colt State Park in Bristol and back. But I suggest a 27-mile round-trip bike trip for the first time out in over a year. No, but something I always wanted to do, and I did it. So I'm gonna go ahead, get loaded up, head back home, and please like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.